Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Manifests here. Check it out, guys. I painted my nails again. If you watched my last video with all signs time-stamped, just a reminder, if you haven't seen that one, check it out. Maybe I'll put the link to it in the description box below. I don't know. But I was talking about my nails, how I never do my nails, and I painted them again, which is, it's a Christmas miracle, you guys. So I am so excited to be back. This is going to be just, if you clicked on this reading, this message probably has a message for you. It's not specific. It's just for the collective. It's just for you, right? We're going to see what divine guidance is available for you today and any messages that you need to hear, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. Let's see here. What do we got? If you find value out of this video at any point, please, I always wanted to say this, hit that, please give a big fat like or hit that like button. I don't even know how people say it, but I wanted to try it out. I guess it's not for me because I couldn't even get it out. But yeah, that's how you can support this channel. Subscribe, if you really like what I'm saying, maybe even hit that notification bell. That way, whenever I go live, which I'm thinking about doing more and more, because I just really want to interact with your guys' energy live. If that's something you're interested in, type live in the comments down below. Hit live or write live. Oh my gosh. Am I going to be able to get this message out? Yes. Yes, I am, because my words are all over the place. What else do we have here, you guys? Yeah, I am open for personal readings for right now. So if you would like one of those, okay. So we got 2 cards falling out here. We're going through this. Okay, you guys. So things are really coming to a head. Your worlds are being split apart right now. It's apocalypsis, right? And we think about apocalypse, right? So it's the end of one world and you're entering a new. And the divine is really saying, not to focus the energy outward, like what's going on in the world, right? Any problems, that's natural with awakening when we first see things and we first observe things, especially when we feel like we've been lied to, say, our entire life, if we grew up with certain philosophies, with certain belief systems, only to find out and do research of our own. It's normal to the first response being anger, because it is kind of going through that grieving process of the old life. But the divine is saying, as the world, you're going to find it easier to kind of move through this energy if your focus is on yourself. We're just going to go ahead and keep these out, okay? That's what I'm feeling. They kind of fell out like that. There's the apocalypse is an initiation card here. And yeah, it's just really keeping the energy on ourselves right now, not pointing the finger outward, right? Towards anybody, anything. We need to take responsibility for our lives and everything that happens in our lives. And that is actually how we keep our power, right? If we are blaming, anything else outside of ourselves, that is a form of giving your power away. And that's something we're learning as we move through this apocalypse energy, okay? We're creating bridges, right? From that place, we'll be able to create bridges made of love, right? Look at the 2 hands meeting with the little bit of a rainbow in between, right? We're here to connect rather than divide. And I know we're human beings and we have emotions and things come up as we go through, especially apocalypsis. But the divine is really saying right now, keep the energy within, spread the love, really focus on ourselves and our own work, right? That is a big message coming through. Okay, so we have our overall energies out. Those are beautiful energies. I love how it goes from this dark, kind of gloomy energy into this rainbow. Also, I get a lot of from the heart space. In my opinion, the heart chakra is the most important chakra. It's that transmission center right in the middle. If the heart chakra, so many things go back to the heart chakra, resentment, not feeling when we're pointing the finger out, right? All of that. So we're trying to clear that up so we can increase our vibration, take those burdens off so we can increase our vibration, right? Move through that grieving process in a responsible way. you know, but really, really focusing on ourselves and how we ourselves can change the world, right? Michael Jackson said it best. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change, right? Okay. I love that song. I've always loved that song, Man in the Mirror. I'm going to put that in the description box below as well. I hope I remember. I'm going to put that in the, because, you know, I'm going to listen to it after I get done with this reading while I'm getting my stuff done that I need to get done today. It's just such a good beat. Oh my gosh, I sounded like an old lady when I said that. It's a really rockin' beat. You guys, oh. Okay, stop it. Stay up. Okay. All right. So, Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father, thank you so much for using me as a channel for your divine guidance. Please help me to articulate these messages and please help me speak them into existence through the channels of divinity, love, and light. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to go ahead and cut this deck. And we're going to check out what we got here. Wow, we are really getting in touch with our intuition, okay? Right now, we have the Page of Cups, and that's really what I'm feeling here. You know, we're unlocking this more intuitive aspect. We're really supposed to be moving from the heart space right now, letting our hearts lead us, letting our hearts lead the way. And for me, I do a couple cards every single morning, and for the past couple days, the divine has really been asking me to connect with my own heart space. And it's the same message coming through here. That's going to ease this apocalypse energy. That's going to just lead the way. Maybe you feel confused on which way to go forward. Of course, with apocalypse energy, you know, it feels like you're literally being split apart in between two worlds. So yeah, it's very simple. The message right here is very simple. Tune in to the portal of your heart, okay? Let's see what's crossing this energy. Wow, we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, see, there's that stuck energy that I was feeling and that I was talking about. It's like, I don't know which direction, you know, to go in. Well, the divine is saying, we've kind of put you, the Hanged Man is a card all about enlightenment and a different perspective, right? And since, you know, I feel we've kind of, you know, just the holidays, we've been busy. It's just time to, maybe a lot of things got brought up, a lot of triggers. I know the holiday season is absolutely beautiful, but with every, you know, however light something is, it also casts that same amount of shadow. So the Christmas season is, and the holiday season is absolutely beautiful. There's so much joy to be had, but it also comes with a shadow aspect of that, right? And it brings up a lot of those emotions. So maybe recently a lot of things have been triggered and brought up, right? And we've kind of just been put in this position where we feel like we don't know which way to go. But it's asking us to really connect with ourselves, connect with our heart space, and that is going to lead the way forward, okay? Some heart chakra meditations, right now. Heart chakra meditations, absolutely. That's what I'm going to do as well as soon as I, wow. This is a very empowering reading. We have the Emperor here at the base of the spread. This has been the person, the person I'm reading for right now has been on a long journey of building their own kingdom. We all have our own, you know, kingdoms, right? And this is all about you getting your power back and reconnecting to your inner strength and reconnecting to who you are and feeling empowered on your life journey and feeling in charge of your life journey. And when we're becoming and discovering that version of ourselves, apocalypse energy is of course going to happen, right? Because the old is, you know, it's crazy when these big you really know when a foundational belief you really know when a foundational belief is being uprooted, when it feels like you're being split in two, okay? Because it's like our identity. It's something that's been programmed in us, right? And if you came from a family line of, you know, people just kind of accepting the status quo, going along with things, not really feeling empowered, not living an empowered life, and that's what you're doing and that's what your goal is, long-standing goal we have right here. it's going to feel, when you're stepping into that energy, it's going to feel, a little bit uncomfortable at times. And that's okay. That's all part of the process. For me, it's been so hard my entire life to accept this, like the downtimes, right? And still to this day, sometimes I'm like, oh, but there is so much beauty in the pain. And if you tune into your heart, right, it's going to you're going to see things from a different perspective, right? When that heart chakra is clogged up, we can't see things at all. We cannot see things clearly. Things are going through this resentful filter, and the truth gets clouded, right? And we make up our own truths, and we are very capable of lying to ourselves and building a whole story that doesn't have a foundation of truth. Every single human being is, I've done it and I still do it, and then you realize it later, right? It's wild. It's defense mechanism. It's things like that. But anyway, this emperor has a lot to say. We are becoming empowered, right? That's what we are doing. That's why all of this is happening. That's why we're being kind of put in this timeout to gain a new perspective. So that way we can tune into our heart space, right? You're also going to find that from breath work. This stuff is so important, right? It may seem so simple, but it's something I talk about in so many readings, because meditation and breath work has been probably the most important part of my journey, right? It's the most important part. And that's how you tune into your heart space, is slowing everything down, doing those slow, deep breaths, okay? Tuning into your heart space. Truly, I don't know if you guys have a speaker or headphones, but frequency music is so imperative, at least to me on my journey. And I encourage you to try that out, right? I will put it on in my home and be in this, hanged man space, in this deep apocalypse energy 20, 30 minutes later, after the vibration is changing from this music, because everything is vibration, you guys, I will feel so much better, okay? So much better. The same storylines are going through a different filter, and I'm seeing things from a completely different perspective, because I've cleared the energy around me, I've cleared the energy within me, and I am now tapped in, tuned in, turned on. I don't know which tarot reader says that, but somebody, I think it's Ramblin' Mike. I love him. Okay. Anyway, side note, let's see. What do we got? Okay. These are new cards, but this is looking 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wow. We got the 7 of Swords, right? This is self-deception. This is deception, and this is giving our power away, right? And I was talking about that, right? And I feel this 7 of Swords, this energy in the past, don't beat yourself up either, because, giving our power away, a lot of the times it's like out of our consciousness and we don't even realize we're doing it. It's old programming and we're learning from it, right? That's how we learn, is by going through these trial and error. That's like, the scientific method, and just observing and, changing one thing at a time and seeing, all of that. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, there's definitely some awareness in this apocalypse. This apocalypse is happening to empower you. This is all about empowerment, self-empowerment, and seeing the situations that you have been giving your power away. And how I'm feeling you've been giving your power away is by saying, well, if this wasn't going this way, then I wouldn't be this way. You have just given your power away if that is a thought pattern going inside your head, and especially if you speak it into existence, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take responsibility for all. We're going to take responsibility for the good. We're going to take responsibility for the bad. So that way nobody can, say or take, ownership of our own, choices and decisions, the good and the bad. So this is a big, 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 big realization. Come here, sir. Roberto, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I'm going to take his collar off because it jingles and jangles and it, distracts me. Hi, Mr. Man. Berto says hi. He sends his, well, he's not a puppy. I was going to say puppy love, but he sends his, I've been calling him Old Man Berto. His name's Roberto Giovanni. I've been calling him Old Man Bert and Grumpy Gramps. He's only 7. He's a Sagittarius. He just turned 7. on Thanksgiving. Hi, Mr. Man. Yeah, I'm getting messages from him right now. He is sending each and every one of you so much love, and he wants you to all know how powerful each and every one of you are. Thank you, Berto, for those messages. We appreciate them. Okay, so with this realization, it's a big realization. There is nobody out there to blame, okay? And that's a good thing, you guys. That's a good thing. Focus within, focus on the heart. Let's see what we have crowning here. Okay, so there's that Two of Swords and that Hanged Man energy. It's like this stuck energy, right? I don't know which direction I need to go in, right? There's some confusion here, okay? And I feel like, again, that's just being caused. Like with the Two of Swords, I always get this feeling like we know, like if you just tune into the portal of your heart, I feel like this Two of Swords is going to kind of disintegrate. You're not going to feel so stuck. You're going to know which direction to move in, and you're going to feel empowered again. But that's crowning the energy here. You know, there is only one option for you, and you know what that option is here. Okay. Wow, a lot of swords. Look, the last three cards are swords. We have the Queen of Swords, okay? So now I'm really feeling, look at this. Wow. That's a very interesting, look at this card. This is a newer deck, so I'm kind of just getting involved. So there is cutting out something, right? And to be able to cut something out, we have to be able to be aware of it. So this Two of Swords moving into this Queen of Swords, this is what we're cutting out. We're cutting out the old thought patterns. We're cutting out the blame. We're cutting out anything that doesn't serve us. And then there's this butterfly here that's preventing us from really moving into that butterfly energy, from gaining our wings, from being able to fly where we want to fly. Okay. The Queen of Swords can sometimes be a little bit cold and detached, and she's just protecting her heart space, right? Anything that is just not serving her anymore, right? She's going to cut out, right? Because she has one focus in mind, and that's her own transformation and the transformation of the world, right? Because she knows that the biggest amount of change and effort and contribution that she can make to the world is by doing the work on herself, right? That's the number one contribution we can all make to the world, is by evolving ourselves and raising our own vibrational set point. And that in turn changes the vibration around us. And that's why there's been so much transformation and change over the past couple years, is because there's so many people, you know, intentionally expanding their consciousness, therefore raising the vibration of the planet. Therefore, you know, if you think about it, right, the old and the lower and the denser energy just doesn't have anywhere to go. It's disrupting it. If you think about a vibration being turned up, right, and then there's this old, slower moving, you know, energy, it's just going to start disrupting it, and it's all going to fall and crumble to pieces unless it wants to come with and change its vibration, right? And that's what we're doing here. We're making the world a better place, and we're doing that by taking responsibility for our own lives and cutting out the things that don't serve us. Right? And that's going to be different for each and every one of you. What is it? You know, if you tune into the portal of your heart and take responsibility for yourself and your life and all that, you know, comes into your reality, then you're going to be able to get the answers that you're looking for, right? Because there's this stuck energy. You're going to know the path forward. You're going to know the path forward, right? You're going to have, and here's the thing about intuition, right? Because discernment is a huge thing. And that's a huge part of this journey, is discernment. Because we need, like, that's why we have to heal our trauma, because trauma can sometimes come in as wisdom, right? And then we listen to it, and then we're actually holding ourselves back. By going through this journey and seeing the truth about ourselves and seeing what drains our energy, seeing what empowers us, we gain discernment. We gain discernment from going through this journey, from healing our trauma, from peeling back the layers and seeing ourselves through the lens of truth. Okay? Wow. All right. Queen of Swords had a lot to say there. Do you guys like these cards? I am really loving them. Two shout outs. I think I shouted them out. My friend Brian gave me this deck, and my new friend Lauren, she gifted me this nail polish, right? And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks, Lauren. Okay, what do we got here? Whoa, yeah, oh my gosh. So very similar to this apocalypse energy, you guys. You're viewing yourself as the tower, right? The tower, right? I feel like this new year, right? Because it's just an anniversary of our own calendar and our own time spectrum, even though, none of it's really real, but that's a different conversation for a different time. But I just really feel like we are shedding anything, everything that's not serving us, right? Anything that's not in alignment with our truth. The situations that were draining us of our life force energy, that we were allowing to drain us of our life force energy, are falling away. So you might be viewing your life as a little bit of a complete chaos right now, okay? And that's okay. I'm here to tell you, I guarantee if I pulled one of these work your lights, we would get, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Some of you needed to hear that 3 times, okay? Trust the process. Trust the process. Find beauty in the discomfort. Again, tuning into that portal of the heart is going to really ease this process and make you feel so much more comfortable. But don't be afraid of the tower, right? Nothing, you are safe. You are protected. Nothing can truly harm you. You're going to get through any situation that you need to, But yeah, with the tower, this is about false foundations. This is about false identity, right? When we're growing, right? Anything that's not stable is going to fall away. Anything that's built on a false foundation. And that's what we're cutting out here. Wow. And that's why this apocalypse energy, it's just empowering us. It's helping us to see the truth. It's helping us to become and embrace this emperor energy. Okay. There's just that side of us that's just becoming stronger, right? Wow. Okay. The divine wants me to let you know that your ships are coming in. You guys are kind of sitting there. This is what you can't see right now. What's happening is whatever is falling away is going to be replaced by something so much better. Your own beliefs, they're going to be so much more empowering beliefs. This process too, we don't see our growth because it's kind of like when you gain weight, right? If you gain a little bit, you don't really notice. But if you haven't seen somebody in a year and you've gained a bunch of weight, they're going to notice, right? They're going to see that difference in you. But it's been this gradual process. It's the same thing with this growth process, right? We don't even really realize how much we're growing, right? And that's another message coming off of this card. Like, you guys have grown so much. You've been doing so much work. It's just out of reach here, right? The ships are coming in. They're on their way to you. You gotta get rid of, the things that don't serve you anymore for enable them to come in. But yeah, that's what you don't see is whatever, whatever is falling away is going to be replaced by something so much better and so much more empowering. Okay. And it's like law of attraction too, always from the 3 wands. I always kind of get that law of attraction, and we attract what we are. We don't attract anything really beyond that. At least that's my belief. Okay. So what's falling away are the things that are blocking us from attracting what we want, what we truly want, and who we truly are today. So let these things fall away. Allow the process. This is going to teach you about faith. This is going to teach you about the process of surrender and all of that good stuff, all of those good things. Okay. So just trust the process, trust it, please. Okay. What are you guys afraid of? Wow. What do we got? The Hierophants. Whoa. This is your hopes and your fears. Okay. Coming up in the High Priest. I like how they put that as the High Priest. maybe in this apocalypse energy, maybe you guys have some foundational beliefs. Maybe you guys have some judgments about tarot itself or the spiritual process, or some things have come into your, awareness about, whatever this is, this foundational belief about this whole process. Like, you're afraid that, what you're doing is bad or wrong. And that's a part of the process that every single one of us goes through. Wow, that's an interesting message. Very specific for some of you, right? You're going to have to go through that process yourself, right? And you're going to have to see the truth yourself. Nobody can tell you what's right or wrong. But that's the importance of following our heart, right? That's the importance of being in touch with ourselves, because our soul knows the way. Right? And I think I was trying to get this message out before, but then I got sidetracked. There's this inner knowing. When it's your intuition, there's this inner knowing and this inner peace. There is absolutely no shadow of a doubt. So wait for that moment, right? That's going to be unlocked when you let all of this fall away and you're tuned in, right? Also, you just hope to build this connection with the divine. You want to be connected with the divine. You want to be committed to the process. Wow, some of you guys are afraid of commitment itself, or maybe you guys, start one thing and then let it kind of fizzle out and things like that. So those might be some foundational beliefs coming up as well. I love this card. I love this. I love this energy for you guys. Okay. And where does the divine want us to? Wow. Oh my gosh. This is interesting. Very interesting world card. I haven't seen this one yet. Look at this. So they're like chained up to this darker energy. Okay. With the world card, this is all about moving into a new cycle. It's the last card in the major arcana, right? The divine is asking you to look at this as the ending of this old bondage. What's falling away is this type of energy. And so many of us have been so familiar with this energy for the majority of our lives that we found comfort in it. So we actually hold on to it when the divine is trying to rip it away. This is the truth. This is the truth. You are not free, right? You haven't been free in these situations that are falling away. You haven't been free, in certain mindsets, right? And certain identity, certain beliefs about yourself, right? Let it fall away. Let the old cycle end. You are right at the end here of closing up this, a part of you that has kept you feeling confined and restricted. Okay. So such a big message coming through. So much lately, I feel, is just a reflection period too on how far you've come. Okay. How far you have come. Really reflect on that. Really look at your growth. Focus on that. When you tune into your heart, you'll be able to focus on that and see the truth about all of this. Because I can tell you, I'm just here to kind of, give you a little bit of a nudge or a push in one direction or the other, trigger certain aspects of your soul to go and do this stuff. But it's up to you if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna allow this process to happen. This is just outlining the energy that is available, right? And the truth of what's going on. But yeah, you're being freed. You are being freed. And when we're being freed, it's always darkest before the dawn in those moments, and there is so much transformation in this reading and so much empowerment in this reading. Okay. Y'all are exactly where you're supposed to be. And you're going to come out of the other side of this just feeling like the strongest version of yourself. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to be more in touch with your intuition. This is all about tearing away anything that is getting, that clouding up that discernment. Trusting yourself. Keeping you feeling small. It's absolutely beautiful. It's transformation, and it is the process of transformation. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste and God bless.